and welcome back to the Old Greenbelt Theater. We're joined by Kelly, and this week we're back in the main auditorium of the Old Greenbelt Theater. Kelly, you just had the grand reopening.
We did.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, we were lucky enough the Thursday before our grand reopening in here, our Auditorium Unveiling, Fox 5 DC came out and did all of their live spots from the theater, which was just a blast. You were here for that.
I was there.
To talk about our community partnerships, and we just had so much fun. And we've gotten a bunch of calls since then from people saying they saw the piece, they wanted to learn more about our theater, which is very exciting.
Oh, that's great.
And yeah, and then on Saturday we had our grand reopening. We had live song and dance numbers partnering with the Greenbelt Recreation Department and their performing arts programs, and so that was just a blast. It was so much fun to see live performances in the theater again. We edited our own pieces about Greenbelt theater history and Greenbelt history, which was quite a lot of fun. And then Caitlin kind of unveiled our vision for the future. So we had...
And that included the Media Arts Literacy Lab and that really cool film reel from little kids.
Yes.
Drawing on the film, right?
Yeah, it's so much fun. So one of the things we have planned for the future of 125, which is currently the pop-up, is a Media Arts Literacy Lab, and we're currently raising funds to convert the pop-up into a permanent screening room and the Media Arts Literacy Lab, where we can do a lot more educational programming. And that we just really feel like that's going to take our mission, especially our education portion of our mission, to a whole new level. So we're very excited about that.
I think that sounds really wonderful and also very unique for a theater to be doing.
Yes, it definitely is. And then we're going to be the only theater really in the area that offers this kind of programming. So it's again it's a great thing to provide to the Greenbelt community, but also something we're bringing that's unique to the whole DC metro region.
I'm very excited for you guys.
Yeah,
on that.
thank you.
Well, now that we've gotten through that, let's talk about what's coming up this week.
So we have 2 new films this week. In the auditorium this week, we'll be premiering The Irishman. That is Martin Scorsese's new film.
Back to his roots.
Back to his roots, indeed, and with Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. So it's an old mob hitman, kind of recalling how he got involved in the first place. And so it looks, it's Scorsese. It's a 3-hour-long film, so it's not wanting for content, for sure.
No.
So that does mean our showtimes are a little funky, so make sure you look them up on the website before you come down.
Right. And I've been hearing amazing reviews about that one.
Yes, indeed.
And also, it's similar to Roma in that it's getting released on Netflix.
Yes.
After it's given to special select theaters.
Yes, it is a Netflix production. So yeah, we're part of that process. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's Scorsese, so you want to see it on the big screen, not
absolutely.
Your tablet, right?
Yeah, I'm not saying watch it on Netflix.
Yes.
I'm just saying it's interesting when they do this.
Totally. Yeah, it's really interesting the way they're rolling these out sometimes. Yeah.
So what's the other one you have?
So the other we are opening in the pop-up is Jojo Rabbit, which I know a lot of people have been waiting for.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the story of a young boy who gets involved in the Hitler Youth, and Hitler becomes his imaginary friend. And it's a farce, but respectful and in a really interesting, kind of campy way.
Right, and it's kind of bringing out the absurdity of racism.
Yes, and I think what's interesting is it's looking at, do we call this buffoonery? Because we could write things that are happening off in our current political climate as buffoonery, or we need to see them for the more sinister things that they are.
Right.
And so that's, I think, what this hits home, and I love the director.
Me too. Taika Waititi. Right?
Yes, he is great. If you've seen Thor Ragnarok, you kind of understand he has this kind of campy, farcy feel to his films.
And they still end up being really, really enjoyable to watch.
Yes, and this one has kind of a Wes Anderson feel. So if you're a Wes Anderson fan, this might be a movie for you too. Yeah, totally.
And he actually plays Hitler in it, right?
He plays Hitler, yeah. So it's an interesting film.
Strange idea.
Yeah, it really is. But I haven't seen it yet myself. This is all stuff I've gotten from reviews. But I'm very excited to see it because I think it is an interesting look at that context, today's context, and very thoughtful and interesting film. Yeah.
Well, these both sound like great films.
Yes.
And they're both coming. Are they going to be both in the main theater and also in the pop-up?
Yeah. So the Irishman will be in the auditorium, and the Jojo Rabbit will be in the pop-up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's great to hear.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kelly.
Thank you, Phoebe.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.